To access the coach's dashboard, simply log into your coach account. You'll come to the caseload profile, and here you'll see right in the middle the number of clients and under it coach dashboard. All you need to do is simply click on the coach dashboard, and what will come up is a listing of all your clients. Essentially, this is the dashboard that you'll monitor on a regular basis. To refresh the dashboard, because it is real-time data, meaning every time a client enters or moves a job card, you click refresh on data, it will update the dashboard and update the numbers and so forth. So you can see there are a number of columns per row that each client has numbers or items attached to that caseload. So for example, in this column here, it basically indicates when the last time a client has moved a job card. Green being active job card movement, yellow being no job card movement in 3 days, and then finally red, no job card movement in 5 days. It also has the client's name listed here, and the client's name listed, once you click on it, will bring you to the actual client's pad. So what you see here is basically all the job cards on your client's pad. So it gives you an opportunity to see what's going on within their job search and so forth. So to get back to the dashboard, simply click on the back arrow on the browser. The other column shows the number of job A's identified and the number of job B's identified. If this ratio is out of whack, meaning that there should be ideally 1 job A to every 3 job B's, if it is out of whack, an exclamation point will come up and give you a description of what that is. We'll venture into these icons later on in other videos. Within this column here is basically the number of job cards within each of the columns on the pad. So there's 6 columns on the pad: opportunity, applied, set interview, interview, verbal job offer, and job. And the bolded OAI here and the bolded numbers represent their OAI. And again, that is a ratio between the number of opportunities they identified to the number of applieds they've made to the number of interviews they get. If the ratio is not in keeping with what best practices have been identified, an exclamation point will be presented, and it'll give you an indication in terms of what's going on with that. Again, we'll get into that in later videos. The number of weeks the client is in the system is another column, and you could see that it ranges anywhere from brand new to up to the last time a client has been in the system. There also is another column where it allows you to click or keep notes, and if you simply click on the notes icon, you can enter notes into the system and basically store them there so that you can download them at a later time if you need to put them into a file and whatnot. So you can simply close it by scrolling up and clicking on the X. It also has the opportunity to click compose a message. You can release the client from your account if you no longer are working with that client or it's being transferred to another account. You can release the client so that other coaches can have access to it. You can click on view shared file, and if you click on this, it basically shares all the files that the client has shared with you, and all you have to do is simply click on the icon or the item, and it will bring up a list or the actual document of that where you can make modifications and so forth and send it back to the client. And then the final item is the view report, and if you click on that beside the client's name, when you do that, it actually brings up the report for that client. So here's the hidden job market indicator. It shows me what leads or job sources have been used to identify job opportunities. Shows me their client strategic score, the OAIs, the intensity score. And it also brings me down to a couple of reports. And one is the job search history. So it essentially keeps track of the applied date, the job, all that pertinent information and where it is in the job column. You can export that to a PDF, and you could search by date range based on what you're looking at. The other report is simply in the other tab, and you click on job search activity, and basically what this keeps track of is obviously the client's name, but also the job search start date, last card movement, job A and job B criteria in the system. Job cards, it shows the number of job A's, the number of job B's, and the current OAI status. And you could filter the OAI status based on a particular date range that you're interested in looking at. It also keeps track of the average time a card is in a particular column for both job A and job B. And then finally, it looks at the movement of the card. So it basically keeps track of movement from one column to the other for the life of the account. So this basically is a record of what job opportunities have been moved from what section at what date and so forth. So essentially this is the client dashboard, and it's something that can keep you can keep up on your desktop as you work throughout the day. And simply to do that, you just need to click refresh dashboard to keep it up to date, just in case any clients have added new information to their accounts.